Hey everybody, it's Arlene. I want to talk about enjoying your destinations. Think about people always asking me, "Hey Arlene, when you coming home? When you going to do this? When you going back?" I always just say, "Oh, I used to just love going home and enjoying things. When I went home, I looked forward to certain things when I was getting there. For me, my home is in Connecticut. For those who don't know, things I enjoyed about going home was I was going to go to Jimmy's and I was going to get a lobster roll. I was going to Pepe's and I was going to get pizza. I was going to shop at the Christmas tree shop and I was going to go to Julia's to get pastries, cupcakes, and cakes and breads and stuff. That was me. That was my destination. I knew what I was going to get, what I was going to do when I got there. Of course, I was going to see my sister too, and my brother, and some of my relatives. But the destination was, this is what I'm going to do when I get to that destination. Well, times change. Things move along, and things that used to be good no longer become good. Things that used to be in business have gone out of business. So now it's no longer my destination. I still see my sister and my brother, and I go home like for the flower show. But again, when I go home to the flower show, I'm going home so I can go to the flower show. My destination is the flower show, not necessarily going home. So I had to readjust myself. Now I don't go home as often, but I do have places that I go where I meet my sister. That becomes our destination where we're going to meet. We're going to meet. We used to meet every January in Philadelphia. That was our thing. We're going to do Martin Luther King's birthday. We're going to do it in Philly. We're going to stay at the Embassy Suites Hotel downtown. We had it going on. We knew exactly where we're going, destination, what we're going to do when we got to that destination. We look forward to it. We might have gone to look at some exhibits at Franklin Mint or gone to some other places, but the destination was downtown Embassy Suites. We look forward to the cocktail hour in the evening. So that was our destination, and we loved the Embassy Suites. Or I should say I love. Destination, Philadelphia, Embassy Suites, happy hour. And we got, of course, I forgot to mention, we got the cheesesteaks. So we got the cheesesteaks, not from the place that they always recommend, but we had our own place to get our cheesesteaks and stuff like that. Well, time moved along. Guess what? They moved. The Embassy Suite in downtown Philadelphia is no longer there. It's now the apartment building. Uh-oh. Philly is now changed. Now Philly probably still be nice. I have been back since it closed and I had to stay at the Marriott. I wasn't feeling, although I was near Reading Station and all of those other things, didn't have the same feel. Now we have to readjust again. So another destination that we're going to that we look forward to is New Orleans. Just got back from there. Love New Orleans. Now that became the destination. Again, my daughter, my sister, my cousin, some of my friends, we all met down there. We got condos. We stayed. We hung out. We now figured out that we were always going to go around Halloween, the week before Halloween, because they have a big Halloween parade. They march. So New Orleans was the destination. What we were going to do there. My sister knew she was going to cooking school. She's going to take class at the cooking school. I was going to see the parade. Mother girl was going to the casino. Somebody else was going to Creole House. We have our thing. This was our thing. We're taking the ferry across and going to Algiers. We had our system made out. And again, just got back. We've been doing it for the last 4 years, usually around October. And it turned out nice. Now it's starting to be a little ooky. The parade is still there. The food places now have changed. They're not as good as they used to be. The service isn't as good. And the parade is probably just as good. The casino's still there. Matter of fact, no, the casino is actually getting worked on and doing some new adjustments. They're paying the butt to get into it. So the destination's kind of starting to turn a little bit. Airfare is expensive, especially for my sister coming from Connecticut, going to New Orleans. And airfare, in addition, you get squeezed up on the plane going down there. Now we're looking at that destination. It's the things we want to do, as happy as it used to be, as much fun as the food is good. I mean, even Bourbon Street was so crowded. It was like bumper to bumper people. And there were a lot of children, young ladies with appear to be no clothes on. It took on, the bands were still playing, but it was just a different flavor. Could be we're older, could be we're different. I don't know. So we talked about it. We're going to do Philly next year. I mean, excuse me, are we going to do New Orleans next year? Probably not. We're now looking at maybe we'll do Newport, Rhode Island, or the Cape. We're going to probably do North, not go down to New Orleans. It's easier for my sister to get there from Connecticut. I can from DC. I could fly right into Providence or one of those other places, and somebody could pick me up. Or not, it'd be too expensive flying to the Cape. But what we looking at, we know that where we stay in the Cape, if that's the Cape, or even Newport, we usually stay right near downtown. Everything's walkable. There's a lot of things for you to do. There's a lot of activities for the. I mean, we don't have a set stand of, well, we're going to go to this store, we're going to hit this restaurant. Not yet. But you have to get that. You have to develop that, and it becomes part of your destination. So we go there. I mean, there used to be a store in Newport. It was called Cuffy's. And they had wonderful coats that we always look for. When we go there, we're going to Cuffy's. And then there's an antique store that's downtown, and we usually say we're going to go to the antique store. And those were things that we didn't go there that often. But we knew when we got there, those were the things we had to hit. Newport, in Providence, Newport, you know, it's a little bit different. Some of the other Cape Cod, well, you know, we don't mind going to the beach in the wintertime. So we usually go to the beach. Sometimes we drive up to Provincetown or do the whole thing. We used to do that almost every year. That was one of the other ones, our destination was going to the Cape. And we stayed in Mashpee, and we drove up all the way to Provincetown. We had a place in Provincetown where we like getting pocketbooks. It was a great leather store, great pocketbooks, great things that you can get. I mean, look forward to every year. I got a new pocketbook. My sister got a new pocketbook and got leather coats. We got different things because that was our place. Went to Provincetown, you looked for that particular place, and you enjoyed it. I mean, we weren't going to food in Provincetown just to go to this. Well, you know, guess what? It went out of business. It could used to be called Starburst or something. That went out of business. So why are we going to Provincetown? We got to drive the whole Cape almost from beginning to end. So we had to make some changes there. And so, you know, now we go to Mashpee. We'll probably, oh yeah, we used to go to Middle Cape, and there was a seafood restaurant called Sir Cricket's. It was kind of like a little dive kind of thing. But they had the best shrimp that popped in your mouth. So we went up. You were going to stop at Sir Cricket's. We were going to look at the cranberry bogs. So we had something that we go, but then Sir Cricket changed. It got a new owner. So, and then we went to the Christmas tree shop, and then there was a little bakery over there. Well, I'm not even sure if the Christmas tree shop is still there. Most of them are going out of business. So if we go to Mashpee, they got a lot of shopping centers and different places, different things near there. I mean, my sister goes up there more often than I. So I haven't met her up there in a couple of years. Not there. We met, I think, in San Francisco. We met in different places. We all went to Panama together, and she met us in Panama. So we do destinations. Again, sometimes it's just for celebrating the birthday. We're all going to get together. Somebody's birthday is a big birthday. So it has changed, but I never get tired of finding a new destination and new things that become my thing or our thing when we get to that destination. So I enjoy the destination. I like the idea of going to that destination that same time of year, which you develop a rhythm, a pattern. We always knew what to expect, what was going to be there. We had all of that when you had that particular thing going on. So I'm not saying everybody should have that kind of thing where it becomes your thing. You know, it's such a time, you know where we're going. Hey, we're going this. So everybody doesn't need to do, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I know my daughter has this thing, whichever destination she goes to, she got to go to, I think it's Target. Target's her thing. Somebody goes to every Walmart, every city, they got to try the new Walmart. I'm not kind of like that. I kind of have a certain thing, a certain flavor. And I usually don't try to do a whole lot because I want to explore new things. Okay, next time we're going to do this. New Orleans, we went to a bakery across the way. We took a Uber over there. And it's the cupcake collection. It's called the Cupcake Collection. That became my new gig. When I go there, I'm going to the Cupcake Collection. And I do. So we added something new. But again, because now the distance, the cost of getting there, it's starting, it's wearing on us, and we needed to find someplace else. We may also go to, I think it's Charleston. Now Charleston, it's easy for me to get there because we can fly right into Charleston. My sister from Connecticut can fly right into Charleston. My cousins are already in outside of Charleston, so it would really be a win-win situation. So again, whether it's the Cape, whether it's New Cape Cod, Newport, Rhode Island, or Charleston, I don't know. Maybe what the new destination is. I know that we want to make it easier for everybody to get there where it's not that expensive. But again, we're going to go. Now we're just deciding where we're going to stay wherever we go. We usually stay, again, most of the time when the group goes, we stay in a timeshare. But I don't know. We're going to see how it's going to work for us. But going on destinations and enjoying and making the destination part of what what you do part of your destination is something that's heartwarming, at least for me. It puts a smile on my face and makes me happy. And as we're going, we're talking about, when I get there, I'm going to do this. When I get there, I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going to hit Bourbon Street, boy. We're going to hit Bourbon Street tonight. We got in late last night. We knew we were going to hit Bourbon Street. We didn't care what we ate. Hey, let's grab something. We ain't going to eat no night. But the destination, getting what we needed to do when we got to that destination, that became part of our thing. So something to try, something to think about, something to grow into or not. But it really is very exciting. Destinations and things to do there and things to look forward to. And it becomes, like they say, your place.